My name is Laureate. I'm an MC from Miami, Florida. And basically what I do is I try to keep the essence of hip-hop alive through any way, shape, or form with the music that I present to the masses. The funny thing is that I didn't really get into music in general, or just the listening portion of it or whatever, till I was about in 7th grade of middle school. I started dabbling with different music, and then as far as that started progressing, I started listening to hip hop, and then I was hooked from there on, and I just was able to basically start doing this MCing thing by just presenting my thoughts and my ideas and everything that went along with it on record. It has a lot to do with just my personality. I'm the type of guy that I'm not really that outspoken when it comes to normal day-to-day conversation with people. So I felt that all the stuff that I had in my mind, I had to be able to take it out some way, one way or another, without having to actually speak directly to a person. So I figured that my best outlet was hip-hop. I felt that I could, for once, be myself without anybody having false ways or things of determining who I am. That's the way that I got into hip-hop, and I felt I could be myself without anybody asking me anything. I would want to say that a real big step that made it seem that, wow, you get me, this is something I could really use as an outlet to express myself and all that. I think it would have to be throughout years of pure bombardments with recordings and everything. As every step that I failed in, for some reason it tried to propel me to be better. Even though I never thought my music was any good or anybody was gonna like it, I felt that the more I tried, the more I didn't want to fail, and I didn't want to quit. I just wanted to keep going. Even if I was failing, I wanted to keep going on until I felt that it was perfection in my eyes. It's long nights of no sleep. I mean, me myself, I'm very conceptually driven MC. I don't just like to rhyme about whatever. I'm mostly about concepts. Concepts are an attention grabber to me. That's one of the main reasons I got into hip hop, because I felt that hip hop was so widespread in the sense it was presented that I was just driven by concepts and stories that could be told through, in most people's eyes, in a simplistic manner. But I felt that the more dope concept that I could create that the next person couldn't think of was what kept me going, and that's what I keep doing. I feel that concepts are something that really drive me, and in my life, as far as music goes, it's just a grind. It's a daily grind, not knowing that you have no quit in your heart, and that no matter how many people don't feel your stuff, you always got to know that there's people out there. It may not be locally or whatever the case may be, but there's always going to be something that is going to attract any listener to what you do. You got to understand that to get somewhere, you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from nothing, basically. And if you don't make strides and moves to get to where you want to go in hip-hop or in anything in life, it's not going to happen. And I feel that being able to perform and being able to do anything without payment or whatever, you got to really love what you do. And you got to really be determined and driven to do what you do. Because if not, you're really not going to get anywhere. And that involves time, money, especially money nowadays. Laureate, I want Laureate to be known as an unorthodox MC, and I'll explain to you why. I feel that I may not be the best MC in the world, but at the same time I may not be the worst. But remembrance with songs and with the way that I present myself, I want people that when they pop in one of my records to be like, wow, how in the world are these concepts just flowing through your mind? How do you come up with what you do? It may not be the most extravagant thing in the world, but at the moment in time when it was made and what it was made for, it just gets you to that, it puts you in that place. I basically want to be known as a picture painter with lyrics. I want to be able to basically paint a picture in people's mind with every lyric that I spit and every song that I make. And I want it to be not just for the time being, but an everlasting thing, that just like a dog-eared page when you read a book, that no matter how many times you read it, or even if you pick it up once, you always have that crease to know that you could directly go there and be in that state of mind.
At age